First stop of the day, coffee. Made it up to Payson AZ, truck and trailer and everything are doing good. Time for lunch. I'm hungry. Beautiful scenery driving through pine. Gotta love it. Check this out, you guys. Beautiful spot that we found northeast of Payson. I bring the kids out to the forest to be outdoor adventure kiddies, and neither one of them want to be outdoors. They want to stay in the trailer and sleep and be lazy bums. Hey. What's up, Taser? Sleepy already? What about you, Spaz? No, you're just going to ignore me? I'm not sure if you can see this in the video very well, but recently Spaz's ear got injured. So we have a little drain that's been surgically put into his ear so it can drain all the nasty fluids out, and we've got him on antibiotics and stuff like that to help keep any infections away, and he's just gonna run away. It's the other side of the little camp spot that we found right here. Down in the wash, right behind the camp spot. I don't know if you guys can see. That big boulder looks like it's getting ready to roll the rest of the way down the hill. There ain't much holding it up there. And at least it's only going down into the bottom of the wash if it does fall. Let's go this way. See what's down here. I've never been to this spot before. I was searching around on iOverlander 2 and I saw this spot north of Payson. Like, instead of turning left on the 260 to go over towards Camp Verde and all that, you go north on the 87 a little ways. Oh, there's more of the trail right there. Kaya, come on. Come on. You can follow. Kaya's following. Come on. Another camp spot. This spot is, I don't know, what was it, 5 miles? 5 miles back off the main road. What's that? I don't remember what the name of the road was. I'll have to look it up and all that later on. This was a last minute trip. I'd worked a bunch of hours at work, was getting really stressed out with everything, and was just like, screw it, we're going. And I looked up the spot, and here we are. Where'd you go, Kaya? I just saw you. There you are. You're over there. What'd you find? What's all this over here? More pretty wash. Yep. Kaya, come on. Wonder where that goes. Let's take a walk and find out. This trail doesn't look all that bad at all. This is the spot where it doesn't look like very many people come back here at all, because this is a pretty remote spot that we're at. No cell service back here. It was 5 miles of dirt roads to get back here. The first little section of road coming in here wasn't all that bad, but the further you get back, the worse the road got. If you're really ballsy and you don't mind scratches and dents and possible undercarriage damage, you could probably get back here with a low to the ground car. I think our Chevy Trax that we have would probably make it back here. It'd probably have a hard time getting here, but it would make it. Oh man. Come on, Kaya. Yeah, this is turning into like a side-by-side trail. Side-by-side quad trail, something like that. Oh wow. Look at that. I'm missing that, and I'm walking right through it because I'm focused on not tripping and falling and dying in the rocks that I'm walking through. It's really pretty back here. Kaya bear, Kaya bear. I'm gonna have to Google Earth this road, see where the hell it goes back to, because it seems like it goes for quite a long ways back here. Obviously this looks like some kind of a wash, so I'm sure at some point in the year, looks like they get some decent waters through here. Oh yeah, I'm sure that trail can just go on for endless miles. I could get lost back here real easy if I'm not paying attention. Endless firewood for days. Little updates on life. Started a new job fairly recently. I was working at Harbor Freight for a while, and things between me and the store manager just weren't working out. I tried everything I could to, resolve everything and make it work. And for whatever reason, me and that one store manager just butted heads like crazy. I've gone to a couple of different stores since I've been back in Phoenix, and I had no issues at the other stores. All the managers and the employees and stuff had no issues with me, but for whatever reason, my store, it just didn't work. And I got to a point where it didn't seem like anything I was doing was resolving anything. So I just decided to move on. New job that I'm doing. It's a lot easier on my spine since I have these spine injuries. I just collect trash at apartment complex. I just walk around. I have a little cart and I just collect all the neighbors' trash, little trash bags in their cans that they have up by their front doors. It's really easy. I get 4 or 5 hours a night, which is plenty to pay my bills, pay truck insurance and food and gas and all that stuff. And it gave me enough money to be able to come out and do this weekend. So that was really nice. Finally building up a stack of cash. Ever so little at a time, but I'm getting there. By the way, that's stacked up. Looks like it flows that way. Coming from this way. People just making their own little path through here. You got to be careful with blazing your own path in certain areas of the country. They get really pissy about that. Arizona seems a bit worried about that on the high traffic areas, mostly around Phoenix, Mesa, Tempe, and around. I think Tucson, the rangers over there are pretty pushy about staying on the trail around there too, because a lot of people are stupid and just decide they want to blaze their own trail wherever they want. What'd you find, Kaya? No, nothing? Making my way back to the truck here. The temps up here, north of Strawberry Pine, where we're at, it's under 100 degrees, which is really nice, but it's still pretty hot for me. I grew up East Coast, Massachusetts. Anything over 100, 105, I'm just kind of over it. I personally don't care for it. I came out to Phoenix around 2001 after 9/11, and we had I'm still tired from yesterday. Holy crap. Came out from Phoenix around 2001. Only planned to stay out here for, I don't know, a year, 2 years at the most. And then, I don't know, whatever the world didn't want us to leave. And, holy crap. I'm a lot more tired than I thought I was. We only planned to stay for a year or two in Phoenix, but the world told us that we weren't allowed to leave, so we ended up getting stuck in Phoenix. And 20-something years later, we're still in Phoenix. I'm not very fond of Phoenix, but it is what it is. I'm not going to start babbling about how much I hate things. Yeah, I can definitely see why this was labeled as a really good spot. Like I said, it's pretty damn remote back here. It doesn't look like very many people come back here at all. Back to the trailer. Truck and trailer did really good on the drive up here. Got a little bit hot coming up the 87 because there was a dude with an old Ford pickup truck trying to tow a trailer that was at least 45 feet long, and it had way more weight than he ever should have had on that trailer. and his trains was cooking. I mean, that thing was rolling smoke out from underneath that truck like a freight train. That dude's trains was gone. And he was doing about 10 miles an hour. So I got stuck behind him and a few semi-trucks climbing up the hill. And I don't have a fan shroud on the truck currently because it kind of disintegrated and left the chat. So when I'm cruising low speeds, my airflow is not that great, so it tends to get warm. It never overheats, never gets 220, 230 or anything like that, but it'll get up 210, 205, 210. But once I get moving again and get the engine RPMs up and get the fan spinning, it'll suck the temperature right out of the motor pretty quick. It'll drop it from 210 to 170, 175 pretty easily once I get going. Man, that is so nice. I'm definitely coming back to this spot. More little updates for the trailer. Bought a couple of these little solar charge controllers. Just bought them off Amazon. Paid 20 bucks for 2 of them. Just trying it out to see what it does. If it lasts a while, cool. If not, I'll upgrade to better ones. But I just wanted to try something for now. This side is solar panel plugged in to that. This side over to battery. Just bought one of these little cheapo $25 batteries from Walmart just to test things out and see what I need to work on. I don't plan on running a ton of stuff in this trailer. We mostly need power just to like charge cell phones, run a few little LED lights, and the biggest power draw is the roof fan. But otherwise, we really don't need much power in here. I think I might, depending on how long this one battery lasts, I'm not expecting it to last 7 or 10 days or anything, but I'm thinking with our setup, we'll probably need one more. I want to try to get the trailer to be able to hold itself over for at least 7 days. And with the amount of power usage that we really don't use out of this trailer, I think 2 of these little tiny batteries would probably work just fine for that. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, the biggest thing I got to work on is new solar panel. This one is pretty well burned out. I've had it for a while. It's rated at 25 watts peak, but I've never seen more than 10 out of it, even in perfect direct sunlight with the thing being as clean as possible. So I'm pretty sure it's just burned out because that's what happens with these solar panels. Hi Loon. I have some extra cable here. It's pretty decent extension cord, but it'll work just fine for this because I'm not drawing crazy amounts of power. And I'm gonna quick set up, run the cable from the battery to the fan. No, actually, I think I can run it off this. I don't know, I'll try it both ways. I'll run it off that little light bulb side and see what that does. It might be too much of a draw, but if anything, I'll direct wire it off the battery and plug it into the fan and see what happens. But give me a minute just to quick wire that up and we'll see how this goes and I'll get back to you. This is not a permanent setup, so calm yourselves down before you start ripping me in the comments about you didn't do this and that looks like crap. Yes, it looks like crap. It's temporary. I have wire connectors. I have everything to make it look all nice and pretty. So, solar panel in, battery charge out. Yes, it's all chaotic here. You'd see battery charge out into battery, and then I have this other cable that's just temporary running over there, temporary connected to the fan. The fan is active and running, as Loon is enjoying it very much. How long it'll last off this little battery, I don't know. I'm about to find out because I'm going to let it run for a couple hours and see how much it drains it. 12.9 volts right now. We'll see what it does here in about, let's say I'll check on it in an hour or so and see what it's looking like. Another little score that I got recently. It's a boost tank for a water pressure, water filtration system. Found it next to a dumpster. I'm not sure if I want to turn it into an air tank for the truck, for when I'm out wheeling and all that, or do I turn it into a pressurized water tank for the trailer? I'm not sure yet. I've had this spare red hose for about a year now, and I'm not sure what I've wanted to do with it. I thought about setting it up on the little blue air compressor that I have right there, but it doesn't really move a whole ton of air. So I've been looking for a tank for a while, and I found this, and my creative side is debating on air tank for the truck or water tank. What do you guys think? I'm sure I could find fittings pretty easy to do it either way. I know I can get the air chucks and stuff at Harbor Freight or Walmart to turn it into a compressed air tank. I could hook the little air pump into it, pull the Schrader valve off of this side of the tank, and just run the pump direct into that. I also have a little electric water pump as well. I could do that, do something with that. I'm not sure. I'll think of something. I thought it was pretty cool to find. I got plenty of space underneath the trailer to mount it up. I can mount it in any of these fender wells really easy. Mount it inside the trailer somewhere. I'm not sure. I'll have to figure that out one of these days. What do you guys think? Air tank or water tank? You tell me. Man, all you animals are being slackers today. I bring you to the forest to have fun and go chase rabbits and birds and catch worms and do whatever, and y'all just want to lay around and sleep all damn day.